right. All right. Let's go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. You guys coming in here? All right. Sully. Ooh, Ken, new icon. All right, J-Mac. Hi, Monica. Hermano, ¿qué pasó? All right, let's get some people in here. Okay, let's see if I can get this. Oh, man, it's... Hi, Monica. Yeah, it's always a crapshoot. Let's go. Okay, you're here. Go. Okay, good. Hi. I always get nervous at this part, as you've seen the track record with Instagram lately.
We made it. We're good. We're safe.
That's right. Let me get the Don in here. Give me 1 second. All right. Let's get this going. Hopefully. All right. 2 for 2. Yes.
We're working. We're in good shape.
All right.
How's everybody doing? Everybody's good?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. Everything is great. Fantastic.
Excellent.
Nice.
Excellent.
Says Sully. We get a lot of people. It's good. I'm surprised on Memorial Day weekend more people aren't away.
Yeah. There could be, watching us abroad, which is good. We'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully more people tune in. And I'm going to give away soap today. So I'll give away a pack soap later on. I'll let you guys have the honors of picking us a lucky winner for this one. So do that later. Yeah.
Like it.
I figured it'll be good. It'll have a good time.
Oh, yes.
Taco Bell in route. That's right.
I haven't had Taco Bell in so long.
Oh my gosh, it's a tradition.
What's your favorite thing from Taco Bell?
Mexican pizzas and chalupas only if the chalupas are fresh. Yeah.
So you can tell the difference. What do they get, like soggy when they're not fresh?
That or they're like really crunchy and stuff like that. Ugh, yeah, no. Gotta be fresh. So, but yeah, let's get this started. So, hello everyone, we're back again. It is Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we are coming at you live from the Razor Company. So, for another spotlight, I'm Angelo, and this beautiful man over here.
I am J-Mac. Welcome to the TRC Artisan Spotlight, where every Friday night we interview the biggest names in wet shaving. Tonight we have Frank from Strike Gold Shave. So thanks so much for joining us, Frank. And if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the Razor Company and check the back catalog, because all the previous Artisan Spotlights are up here on YouTube. So be sure to check them out. So
yes, yeah, it's this is a beautiful thing. We're very happy to do it. So, yeah, let's definitely get her going. So we have Frank from Strike Gold Shave, and Frank's been in the business for a very long time. And tonight, just can't wait to find out about you, about the business, for Strike Gold Shave. And so let's just dive right in and get her going. So Frank, go ahead.
So
tell the folks about yourself.
I'm going to tell you a little bit of background of everything with how I got started. And I started this in 2007. I was originally around, and I really didn't get into artisan shave soaps and EDPs and all that. I started out honing razors, and under the tutelage of like Lynn Abrams and from Straight Razor Place. Guys probably don't even know who he is. He's kind of like the guy who started the whole wet shaving revolution again. A lot of the old names, guys that at one time, are you guys familiar with Straight Razor Place or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
At one time, Straight Razor Place was the largest wet shaving community. They had their own website and everything, and that's kind of where I started. And then when I was around, there wasn't many artisan shave soap companies. They were kind of just starting to come around. Like Vanulate, this stuff was been around a while with Ginger's Garden. PAA, was like one of the early ones, Katie's Bubbles. So all these artesian shave salts were just starting to come around. And what happened is Decadent Bubbles, Marting Soaps, Mason Boutique, which is Jennifer Marting. She is the young lady who, she just makes my product. I develop all the scents. So she decided that she didn't want to be involved in the whole wet shaving community. She had a family. She didn't have time to do it. So I asked her if she would team up with me and we can bring, I really wanted to bring different types of scents to the community. I started out with niche fragrances, and it's kind of where we still are today. And then over time, originally our base was vegan. Jennifer started out with a vegan base. And as the community developed and the community grew, people wanted tallow, and we got into all these crazy bases that we see now with everything in them. And
Yeah.
so then over time, with help of the community, we developed the base that we have now. We had testers within the community. We tested it on probably about 30, 40 people, just to get feedback of what people wanted. And that's kind of like where we stand today. We don't really plan on in doing anything with the base. We're going to kind of continue to go down the road. We're going with our scents, and we still are honing razors. That's major. Probably the major thing that I do is that people send me razors from all over the country. And that's kind of where my bread and butter is. And the shave soaps are kind of just something that I enjoy developing the scents with. I do scent and scent only. And that's kind of where we are now. And that's kind of how we're planning to go forward. So I love doing collaborations. We have a lot of collaborations coming up. We're going to be doing one with Jason at the Razor Company. That I think will be in July or August, but I don't want to give away too much of what we're doing with that. So I can leave some stuff to the imagination.
Nice.
We're doing a lot of stuff with, we've done another thing we did a lot of, and then people kind of picked up afterwards, is we did a lot of collaborations with artesian perfume makers. We did like Broken Anatomy fragrances. We did Tobacco as a horror. We did that whole line. We did Aroma M, which was like one of the first artesian fragrance makers in New York City. We made a fragrance with her. So we've been out there. We've been around. And kind of now I really enjoy doing the collabs. That's my major thing. I think I really enjoy the fun behind that, where other people from other shave groups will come to me and say, hey, listen, we want to make this soap. You think you could develop the scent for us, or can you make the scent for us? And that's what I really enjoy.
Nice.
Like I think, like we got a Spumoni soap coming out and we got some other things coming out they're going to be down the pipeline. But I enjoy doing that stuff with other people. That's what I really like.
Excellent.
Very nice.
So with the collabs, I know you're getting a name for yourself with the collabs and that. I want to take a step back though, kind of when you first came onto the scene with your President's line. Where was the inspiration for that?
The President's line was still going to be, all of our stuff is kind of centered around U.S. history.
Yep.
A lot of our shades like Fearless. The pack is like, Frank Sinatra's, kind of with United States history. All the presidents. I wanted our shave soaps to almost be like a baseball card, that people would want to collect the presidential soap to kind of complete the set. So almost like a Topps baseball card. So they would want to collect all the presidents, and once they had all the presidents, then they would have the complete set. But then I said, what's going to happen when I run out of presidents? And I run out of all the names and I do all the presidents. So that's when we started getting into branching off a little bit and honoring the military. And we did that one, Fearless, that was for Wounded Warriors. And that's a big weekend for this soap, because, while we're celebrating this weekend, we're celebrating the soldiers, and that made the ultimate sacrifice for the country. So we don't want to forget that. So I get back to Wounded Warriors with that. I did a Camp David soap. Then we just did the Frank Sinatra soap, still part of American history. We have we're going to have another presidential soap coming out in probably August. But from my line alone, I'm not really doing too much on my line itself. I'm really doing the one I'm doing with Jason's going to be presidential soap, and then I'm going to do another presidential soap on my end. But everything else we're doing this summer is on the collab related side of things. Nothing really for us.
Nice.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah. So I know you were talking about the straights earlier, but So obviously you're traditional shaver yourself, of course. So how long
Yes.
have you been in like wet shaving, traditional wet shaving?
Probably it seems like right when I started getting involved in learning how to hone razors, that was major. 2007, I started shaving with the straight razor, and that's how the whole honing thing came about. Um, how I wanted to learn how to maintain my own razors. I started out with the Dovo Chevette, probably like everybody else did that. Um, Straight razor shave. Then I said, this is kind of wimpy. I kind of want to take the next step and get into a real straight razor. And so then I bought my very first razor I bought was a double duck golden edge.
Oh, nice.
And that's what I learned how to hone on. Most people are honing on beat up razors. Meanwhile, I was honing on a $150 razor because yeah.
No room
So
for error.
no, but I actually still have that razor to this day, and the razor still is shaving. But and then I kind of got into the whole gold dollar thing. There was a whole conspiracy theory about a lot of the old time elitists was saying that gold dollars couldn't shave and they couldn't take an edge, and it wound up being that a $3-4 gold dollar 66 could take an edge and could hold an edge, and you could get a very comfortable shave out of it. And there was always a lot of butting heads between the new guys and the old guys regarding and it still is to this day. But if guys are starting out, I tell guys all the time, if you're not 100% sure you're going to like straight razor shaving, you don't have to get the razor from me. There's 100 other people that do it. But get a gold dollar just to see if you're going to learn how to shave with the cheaper razor, like the form of doing it, the technique. And don't blow all your money, going to get like a $200 Dover right off the bat. Or the biggest thing is don't buy an expensive strop, because everybody cuts their first strop. So I tell people try to buy the cheapest strop you can get.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody cuts their first strop, and I made all the rookie mistakes like everybody else. But straight razor shaving, I think it's a dying art. I think most people are double-edged razor shaving, and I get the convenience of it. It is a lot faster. It is a lot more convenient than straight razor shaving. But there's just something that draws me back into the straight razor shaving. I guess just because it's an old school hobby, just like double edges are.
Yeah. See, I've gone that way too. I have straights. I don't use them as often though, because I'm not a fan of the maintenance aspect of it personally. And my honer, who I believe was one of your proteges, Randy Paquette,
Randy's a great guy.
yeah,
Yes,
he's an awesome guy, but he's been so busy with real world work now that he's not really in the game. So I've kind of went to the dark side. So I'm all about the feather shavettes now. That's kind of like my jam, but I use them every shave. So
somebody just gave me a really good Chevette. Maybe it was like an Essence. I don't know. I have it here somewhere.
Oh, the Titleist. The Titleist.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great razor.
Yeah.
It's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Somebody let me borrow it. I don't know if I'd spend that amount of money on a razor myself, but I wound up trading a restored weighted butcher for it, because when I travel, I don't like to travel with a straight razor. I like to have a Chevette with me.
Yeah.
So I think that may become my travel razor. But I don't really have much in regards to double edge razors. I think my go-to is probably my Razor Rock Game Changer, or what else do I have? Like I have an adjustable Gillette. Not much into the double edge razor thing. I'll grab it when I don't have as much time as I'd like to do a straight razor shave. But I probably should get more into the double edge, because I know there's some really good double edge razors out there, but I just never really got into it. That's probably going to be my next rabbit hole.
Yeah, I love my Feather SS. So that I was gifted by Foxy Matt, and then the tutelage of that man right there, J Mac. Combining the Chevette shave with finishing up with the DE. Whew, man, that's good times right there. But yeah, I mean, if I grab, because I have a couple of gold dollars, and yeah, I mean, just learning the technique. I'm still learning as far as that goes, as far as stropping, and then holding it and all that. And it's just once you get through that and you have a good shave with a straight, oh man.
Yeah.
There's nothing like it.
There's nothing. Yeah, it's next level, and to me, it's like you're connecting with that entire, just the history and all of that.
Yeah.
Just takes you to
Yeah,
that spot.
I think that's why I liked it so much. I just like the history behind it. Um, but guys that want to learn, there's a great video out there by Lynn Abrams on YouTube. It's got probably over 2 million hits. It's about how to shave with the straight razor, and I think that's a great video. A lot of people should watch. And when you guys are stropping, just go slow. There's no race, and when you're learning how to straight razor shave, go slow, and that's really how you are going to pick it up. You have to just go slow.
No, exactly. Yeah. Then that's the biggest thing. Like you see, like a lot, like in the groups and even on Instagram, it's like, oh well, how long is it going to take? Learn how to straight razor shave. It's like it's going to take as long as it takes. It's just there's no hard and fast rule. It's just one of those things. You have to put the work into it. You have to put the effort into it, and if you really want to learn it, you'll learn it. But there's no, it's not like it's not like you can do a speed course on. It's like, oh, look at me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's not like a double edge where you kind of can just go with it. You kind of can figure it out on your own without cutting the hell out of your face.
exactly.
I mean, what would you? Oh, I have a D. What do I have? What's like that beginner razor? Not the what's the one that guys mostly tell you to grab for? Like if you're double edge shaving,
The leaf?
what would be like a beginner DE razor? What would you guys say would be one? Like the DE89? Is that a?
Yeah,
That's like
I would say. Yeah.
I think I have that razor too. That's like a real mild razor, but that's kind of like an old school razor. So where's like in modern day double edged razors? What's like the go to? Oh, the Mercure 34C. I know that too. Yeah, that's like the DE. So what would be like your go to modern double edged razor?
I'd have to say one that's probably gained a lot of ground since I've been in the game for about 2.5 years. Is the Rockwell 6S.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I had that razor. Yes, okay, it's another one. That the one you change the plates?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And that's still a popular razor for a beginner.
We'd be remiss not to mention the TRC line of razors too.
Yeah.
So you would be, especially the aluminum. I haven't tried the stainless yet, but the aluminum, I think you'd be hard pressed to cut yourself with the TRC aluminum.
Yeah.
But surprisingly efficient though. So that's a great beginner razor.
Now the aluminum that would be lighter than the stainless. So stainless is just the finish in regards to the TRC razor.
I think there's a little bit of change in the gap. Is there, Angelo, between the two?
From what I feel, there's like a little bit more aggressiveness with the stainless, but it's also the weight takes a play into that too.
Right. Yeah.
So you have the added weight of a solid stainless steel razor, the handle and everything, and so you do get a little bit more aggressiveness, I think, also because of the weight of it. But I mean, for the price point, it's a great beginner autopilot razor. The both of them, if you do the aluminum or the stainless, you can chalk up any blade that you want to go with in there. I've tried all different kinds of blades in it, and I've gotten great shaves from different ones. So yeah, for sure.
What's
there's
the name of that razor?
The Razor Company. You have the aluminum, and then there's the stainless steel.
Okay, just the double edge. It doesn't have like a particular name.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Just TRC. Yeah. Just the TRC safety razor. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be something like but you could grow with the hobby with that razor. I guess it's something that you probably could always go to. It would always be reliable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially either or, but especially the aluminum I think he's got it right now for like $45 for aluminum, and that thing is going to last you forever. It's a good entry price point, and oh my gosh, I can go on forever about it. But
I'm looking at the comments. It's called the St. Jason. Somebody just said.
Yeah. The St. Jason.
Yeah.
I just saw that. I didn't even know that. That's good to know that TRC has his own line of razors now. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Another cool thing that I was talking to Jason about this week actually is a lot of my old time scents, like the original presidential soaps that I started with. Nobody really has them. So I was talking to Jason about bringing back some of my original scents that we started with. Yeah, like Old Hickory is one of them. But so I'm going to probably bring back a lot of my older scents, and probably they'll wind up on the shelves at TRC at one point.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how much everybody's coming out with new bases, and where does wet shaving go? I mean, what's the next phase in wet shaving? Where are people going to go with their bases? Well, what are it's just, I think it's developed so much over time that I think we're getting some of these artisans work so hard. I know, just like Jennifer does, and Peter Chikalis and all these other people, to really make sure that we're getting the best soap that you can get. I think there's always room to improve, but I just don't know what characteristics can be improved. Just the stuff is so good now. The stuff is so, everybody's stuff is just so good. But
it is.
You really learn about shaving soaps by using a lot of them, and then you kind of just dial into what you like.
I think the common thing that a lot of people are, what I see, like a lot in the comment sections and that, like you mentioned, a lot of the bases are top tier now, right? So I think what a lot of shavers are more interested in now is more interesting and unique scents, because everybody knows whichever artisan they get into, they're going to get into a good soap base. It's easy to work with. It's going to perform. So now I think what's going to kind of drive, not competition, but drive maybe sales or just drive interest, is going to be, seeing where the scents evolve from here and what each artisan can come up with scent wise.
Yeah, I think it's hard to do a scent that nobody's ever smelled before. What's it? It's Uncle Jumbo. That's a great scent. That's
talk about it in the comments. So that's why I wanted to show it.
Yeah, that's probably one of our more popular scents. But we do a lot of dupes and a lot of niche dupes, because I think it's easier for somebody to walk into a store and to pick up a cologne or an EDP off of a shelf and smell it and know whether or not they're going to like it. It's hard for somebody to kind of throw some scent notes together and say, this is what the soap's going to smell like. If you don't know what those scent notes smell like and you don't have a trained nose, it's kind of hard. Fearless is another one. That's YSL Y. That came out really good.
I have the EDP. Thank you very much.
I know. I think you won it, right?
Yeah, I won it, and I actually have it on right now.
That's such a great scent. It's really, our EDPs are really good. We if you guys know the difference between EDT, EDP, EDT is only supposed to be 25% fragrance, and then the rest is perfume with alcohol and then a small percentage of water. Or EDPs are 50-50. It's 50% oil, 50% perfume, 3 milliliters of water. Nobody else on the market is doing that strong of an EDP, and I think that's why our EDPs are lasting all day long like they are. The water breaks it down so you guys don't get any type of frag burn. So it takes the frag burn out by adding a little bit percentage of distilled water into the mix. But that's why our EDPs take a significant amount of oil, and I think that's why they last as long as they do.
I did a couple of sprays this morning before I started, and they had me with two shots before I walked out the door.
Yeah, and it's like you kind of have to walk into it. But I was saying, another thing that I've seen, like kind of where wet shaving is going, or it's gone already, is a lot of people now are into these skin food aftershaves. Which my aftershave is skin food, but necessarily as a user, I kind of like to get an alcohol burn from my splash. But everybody's individual taste with that. But I think a lot of people are looking for a lot of skin food ingredients in their aftershaves and in their shave soaps, and that's another way that people are becoming very creative.
And people kind of want both of it now too. They want, like, a lot of shavers, myself included, kind of like that alcohol burn, off the bat, but then all the nice skin food stuff afterwards. And that's really where people kind of really paying a lot of attention with their splashes is, how much skin food and alcohol can they cram into this splash?
Right.
Yeah. And I think, who, like, from what I understand, actually whether he went to a dermatologist or a chemist, I don't know, but he had his soap professionally developed as Luther. He didn't, from what I understand, he didn't like get like into the soap guild and talk to other people in the soap forums and say what's good for your skin and how do we do this. I think he actually had his formula for his soap professionally developed from what I've been told. I think Sully was telling me that, which I found very interesting. And that's probably why his soap base is as good as it is.
Not sure, but I just know the man is definitely a mad genius for that. Sure.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. I
Yeah,
heard a lot of good
because
things about it. Soap base. Yeah.
that's good time. So we got some
I'm trying to see if anybody's
questions here. So I want to catch up with those. So let me take a quick look here. Scott Shaves, can you describe what the pack smells like beyond the notes?
beyond the notes. It doesn't really smell like anything else that's out there. It kind of has some powder to it, but not overbearing powder like a barbershop. But it's a very it's a scent by Bond Number 9 called Manhattan. It's kind of its own thing. It's not really. It's kind of like a Forget, but it's got some flower notes. It's got some powder notes. It doesn't smell like anything else that's out there. I couldn't even be able to explain it, but it's such a complex scent. You actually have to put your nose on it to be able to get an idea of what it really smells like. But it is a good scent. I don't think any retails don't have it. We didn't release it to any of the retails. I just saw one of the comments. What's everybody's feeling on menthol? Are you guys into menthols? Not into menthols? Like where's menthol stand? I don't really hear too much about menthols anymore. It used to be the biggest craze, but now I think it's kind of backed off a little bit.
I like it.
Like,
I like it especially in the summer. Like, I have a couple of like just stupid, crazy mentholated soaps. They're great in the summer, but then, but kind of sparingly. You know what I mean? I don't mind a little bit of menthol or a little bit of kick in an aftershave, though. That generally feels pretty nice after a shave. So
on a
I
hot
can
day.
dig that.
Yeah, like Heather just said, that soap guild knows little about shave, so she's correct. They don't know much on the forums, but they try to guide you. We didn't go on there. Like I said, Jennifer Morning makes all my stuff, but that's where I think people are going elsewhere. And it's kind of trial and error now. How to make
menthol
the
for
shave.
me, I mean, I got to be in the mood for it. But if I'm going to get something that's mentholated, I'm getting it because it's mentholated. Like there's a few soaps out there that's their whole thing. It's like, a couple by like Man, things like that by these guys. So if I'm going to go into it, I want to go into it. But then what I get scared of is if the menthol takes away from the scent.
Yes.
So if it's overpowering or something like that. I mean, I used Terror out in the snow this past winter. I shaved outside in a t-shirt in the snow with a heavy mentholated soap because I'm a maniac like that. But I was just in the mood that day. So, but if I'm going to get something where I want to get into like a great fragrance or something like that, I get scared if it's the menthol might take away from that. So it's just, I don't know. That's what I love about this community, about our lifestyle, is that if that's what you want to do, there's products out there that will get you there, and everybody loves different things, and we all do our own thing, and our skin loves certain things. So,
One thing
but
I wanted to mention was that, and like a big thing with the menthol was like people using these menthol flakes like pepper shakers, and they were putting menthol flakes into their soap. I thought that was kind of interesting too.
yeah,
And I guess maybe you were talking about taking away from the scent. Maybe by doing it that way, it wouldn't take away from the scent. I don't know. I never tried it.
yeah, there's
I
some.
think it depends on the scent
Yeah.
too. First Canadian shave. So Randy, once again, Mojito Chill. The menthol level on that is just insanity. It is stupid cold, but the scent is gorgeous. If you're smelling the soap or even the splash, you don't even really smell the menthol like you do in some other like gimmicky mentholated soaps, but you sure as heck feel it because it's so cold it burns. But the scent's gorgeous.
Yeah,
That's like I think.
right,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Angela. Go ahead.
you're good.
One soap I think that was just marketed towards menthol was Yeti Snot. Do you guys remember that soap? That was just, I think, like the most amount of menthol you could pack into a soap. It was like, it was like the jolt of wet shaving soap. It was like the jolt soda of wet shaving soap. Just straight up menthol.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
Steve Mendel said that he wants to give away a soap and splash set of Fearless.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Steve.
That's a great set.
Addison Road said Fearless is one of his top 5 soaps. Love it, the scent and lather. let me see here. I just want to get to, Sully asked if Tippecanoe will make a return.
Yes.
That, if people
Yeah.
don't know, that is this right here.
That's a Sauvage Elixir. That will come back, yes.
Okay.
One soap that we're doing that I am looking forward to, and it probably will be available to Razor Companies. I'm doing a collab with Black Mountain Shaving. He does, have you guys seen, he's done a ton of scents. We're going to be doing something with him over the summer. TRC will have it on their shelf, so look for it at TRC also.
Love Joe. Joe's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. He has a lot of our stuff on our shelves at Jason has a lot of our stuff there.
Yeah, there's a lot there I couldn't grab.
Yeah.
Because
I know he has a lot of our scents, and so I don't know. We're trying to figure out where we're going with scent wise. So that's what we're doing this summer. So if anybody has any recommendations of scents or anything you want to see in a scent, for a while we got involved in discontinued fragrances. We did Swamp Fox, which was Gucci Envy, which is like a fragrance that we all kind of grew up with in our teenage years. It was kind of like the Jacquard Noir of my teenage years. You can't get it anymore. And that was our Swamp Fox. I think Jason had that fragrance too. I think it's all sold out now, but Jupe.
Joe definitely, yeah, he knows a lot of good stuff, and he, he's always, oh my gosh, I can't go. Just I mean, he's a good chap, and there's some stuff that he told me to say, but I don't know if I'm going to do it. So there's some inside stuff between you and him. I'm not going to. Leaving it there.
Joe's a good friend of mine, so anything he has to say, I hope it wasn't anything bad.
No, he was just asking why is it that you consider him chopped liver. So
I think I get considered chopped liver. He said, "Ask him why I get it." Did he ever tell you the story behind that? Because every time, like me and First Line would always exchange soaps. Like I'm very close with Mike and Mike Riley from First Line and Joe Caton, and every time First Line and Black Mountain would do a shave soap together, I was like, they never really asked my feeling about it. But every time I did something, I always say, what do you guys think about this? I'm going to send you guys a sample. I'm going to send you guys a tub. So I said, I'm sending you guys everything, and I'm getting nothing. I said, I'm like chopped liver. And that's how the whole thing started with chopped liver. But now we kind of bounce all our ideas off of each other. Joel's always sending me scents that he's working on, and Mike will always send me a fragrance before he puts it out, and that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, is those guys. Hi, One Shot Sally, Lindsay, what's up?
And then I think
Perfume Molly.
Deacon Shaves was saying about using like a menthol additive. That's kind of like, I know what we're talking about, like using like the pepper grinders and stuff like that.
Yes.
The bougie men's dealer.
Yes, like DK. Art Shaves 01, Frank, did you give that stretcher away?
No, but we never had enough people in the live. That was from the Christmas live. We had to hit a certain amount of number in that Christmas giveaway live in the room, and we never hit the number, so we never gave away the Max Preacher Razor. We were giving away a custom Max Preacher Razor at our Christmas giveaway. I think we had to have like 200 people in the room. We got to 200, but I don't think we ever did. But maybe we'll do it again this holiday season.
Art would be happy to take it off your hands if need be. Carlitos Shaves, which he'll be on with us, me and J Mac and Kim tomorrow at 9 a.m. Hola Frank, fan of your edges on the gold dollars. There you go. That's one. He pays attention. This is one of our questions. What is your go-to soap that is not Strike Gold?
There was a soap that First Line Shave did that was a dupe of Asylum. I don't remember the name of the soap. It's got like I could dig it out, but it was a First Line Shave soap. It was the one that was the dupe of Asylum. If anybody remembers the name of it, I don't, but I know what the label looks like. It's kind of got the one eye and a label with the pyramid. Maybe Black Mountain's here, or maybe he has it on the shelf there. Does he have it on the shelf there?
Yeah, but I can't reach it. I'm not lying.
Really?
It's at the very.
Maybe you could point the camera out of it so we can see.
Don't go catching arms.
It's like 3 feet above my head. There's no way I'm getting that down.
Yeah, I don't even know the name of that soap. I forgot the name of it.
Is it Fallout? Am I reading it right?
No, that
No.
Fallout's the one with the military hand grenade, I think.
Oh, that one's Frag Out.
Frag Out. Yeah, Frag Out. No,
Oh my.
Fallout. Now it's going to drive me crazy. Does anybody know that's in this group what it is? The first line, otherwise it's going to drive me crazy the rest of the night. I'm going to have to, it'll take me forever. Oh, no, it's not Illustrious Ojo. Was it Illustrious Ojo? Joe, what's the one that,
It's going to drive.
the silent one that he did, Joe? Not the Illustrious Ojo. The silent. He did an silent one, Joe. What's that one?
Don't fall. Don't hurt yourself, Angelo.
This one.
Which one? That's not the one.
Nope.
What fragrance is that? Joe, do you know? Joe knows.
This is Fallout.
Yeah, but I don't know that. What fragrance is that? Joe, I don't know what group that is. Yeah, Fallout. Wait. Somebody just said something. Fallout is Tuxedo? Is that what that was?
I'm smelling it either way because now I got to know. Ooh.
Yeah, Fallout is Tuxedo.
Okay. Next one.
Illustrious Ode was Ode for Greatness. There was one with Joe knows the one I'm talking about. The one is why it's Tuxedo. No, it's the one that was the Asylum, Rojo Asylum. Joe will get it. But anyway, that's probably my one of my favorite soaps right now. I just love that scent, and I love anything Mike does.
Yeah, that's it.
That's such a hard question. That's like,
Yeah.
How do you? There's so much good stuff out there.
That's why
my
answer is usually just yes. Like, what's your favorite? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I'm also a guy that I know, like, people are gonna look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm also one of these guys that like Mitchell Wolfat and Arco, and I like all that old stuff. Yeah, I like all that old stuff.
Hey,
the fat
used Arco
the fat is
yesterday.
really good.
So I mean,
the fat is the whole trick to the fat is soak it in water before you use it. It'll lather.
Yeah, 100%.
That's
People never do that. They're like, man, how do you get the fat to lather? It's like, did you soak it?
Yeah, just
for a few minutes.
Have to soak it. Yeah,
no,
and then it works.
Soak it. Yeah, and then it lathers. It lathers like a lot of the stuff that's out there today. It's a great soap.
I think that was one of the first soaps I started out with. That was such a popular soap. That and Tobacco was like the first big tobacco fragrance.
I got everybody guessing about what it is. J-Mac, what, you got any questions, bud?
I do. So where do you draw? Do you draw any inspiration from anything going on in your life for any of your scents? So, like, I know you said you like to do niche fragrances and that. So where do you get the inspiration to go that route? Like, is there stuff going on in your life, or is stuff that you remember from your past?
Well, the presidential soap theme, I'm gonna kind of explain a little bit of where we were getting those scents from, where they were coming from. I kind of screwed up with Kennedy because there was a fragrance that Kennedy and the Kennedy family liked called 8 and Bob. And 8 and Bob, there's a whole history. If guys want to look it up, they can go to the 8 and Bob website and find out about how John F. Kennedy liked the 8 and Bob fragrance. I found out about 8 and Bob after I did the Kennedy soap, and our 8 and Bob is actually the Ike soap. So Sartorial is Kennedy because he was a very dapper guy, John F. Kennedy. So we did Pentholic Sartorial because that's like kind of smells like a tailor shop, and it's got a lot of metallic fragrance in it. But we should have reversed that. I should have did 8 and Bob for Kennedy. But all of our presidential soaps are. Nixon is the limoncello scented soap. Nixon grew up on a lemon farm as a young kid, so that's why we did limoncello for Nixon. Lavender is a prominent scent in Long Island. That's where Teddy Roosevelt's from, not too far from where I live. So we did a Teddy Roosevelt lavender scent. It had lavender, and I forgot what it was. It's such an old scent. So that not really so much. And the Clinton soap was actually it's a dupe of Clinton's favorite cologne, Jennermain. So that's kind of where I kind of tried to keep the presidential soaps had something actually to do with the presidents, not necessarily something that came from my life, so to speak.
Gotcha.
Well, Joel's saying he's chopped liver now. I don't know what happened with Joe now. Joel's upset with me. um, so yeah, that's now with niche fragrances. I'm kind of just going like by nose and what I like and what people have probably never heard of. And that's kind of where I'm going with scents. I kind of want to introduce people. There's a whole niche world of fragrances that people don't even know about.
Yeah.
Um, and that's kind of where I'm going now with my niche fragrances. I speak to Joe a lot about niche fragrances. Monkey Tropical was a big inspiration in a lot of my scents. He's not too active anymore. He was a big fragrance reviewer. But that's a lot where we're getting a lot of inspiration or what to put my nose on and what not to put my nose on, and then I kind of just go from there.
See, you're just kind of geared towards just trying to get scents out there that people just don't really know about, and just kind of giving people something exciting, different, new, than to check out.
Yeah, kind of, not the typical Creed Aventus or the Creed Viking and all that stuff. Kind of totally off the beaten path. But when I get back to the presidential line, it'll be back to scents that have something to do with the president, and it takes a lot to figure that out. But another fragrance we're gonna have coming out with TRC is gonna have it's gonna be a presidential soap. Jason knows about it.
Nice.
Box of chocolate.
Looking
So
forward to
cool.
that. So what? So I would have to say, well, I don't want to say it's a soap, but also, like you said, you do the straight razors. But like some of your, like right now, what is your top seller, you think?
Soap wise or like just in the store in general.
Both.
Our number one, probably most popular, number one selling soap of all time is definitely Kennedy. And I sell a shitload, a ton of gold dollars. That's probably my number two. My number two seller is the gold dollar razor. Those are probably like the two big items in my shop that are always constantly. And then a big thing I did during COVID is actually learned how to hand tie knots in a Zoom call with knot manufacturer in China that I became friendly with. And I started buying. It took me like a good 4 or 5 months to get an idea of what I had to do, and then I started tying my own knots. And the hardest part was trying to find the glue to stick the knot together, and we finally found that, and then we started tying, making custom knots, like Decoration Grooming and a bunch of other guys. But that's a pain in the ass. I really don't enjoy doing it, but it takes a lot of time and a lot of work for me to do it. But if people want it, I do it. But Gold Dollar and Kennedy are probably our two popular stuff.
So with the gold dollars, are you finding that, are you like newbies that are like your number one, or is it just people that are fans of your edge? Or
no, it's mostly knobs. It's mostly guys that are just starting out. Because the older, a lot of people like to see these guys started out with me with Gold Dollar, and now they've advanced into big boy razors like Wade and Butchers and stuff like that. And yeah. I like to see that. And they wind up sending me their edges back to. They wind up becoming honing customers, not necessarily a Gold Dollar customer. But most Gold Dollar's like, what do they say about marijuana? It's the gateway to all drugs. Gold Dollar's the gateway to all razors.
Yeah,
all straight razors.
100%. Yeah. The first razor I ever owned straight I owned was a Gold Dollar, and then it's kind of devolved from there too. Into Bokers and Wades and a couple custom jobbies and
and they're not going away. They're always going to be here. And I just wish and I'm not saying people don't even have to come to me to get. There's 1,000 places to go, like you said, but don't waste your money on an expensive razor starting out. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. There are cheaper alternatives out there, and a lot of people that are less fortunate than us that can't afford big boy razors, and they stick to a Gold Dollar. They like shaving with the straight razor. Yeah. They don't want to spend $100 something on a razor, so they just stick with a Gold Dollar, which is fine. People have gotten 50, 60 shaves out of them before they had to rehone them. As long as you strap well, you can carry that edge a long time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stropping is the big secret.
Yeah.
I don't know what am I missing here.
Scott Shade asked, or he says, shaved my head with your soap yesterday. I actually have pretty thick hair still on the sides. Literally gave me zero irritation, and that's it may. Other than he uses the one behind me, PA CK6, but so he's giving you kudos that he did a head shave and got absolutely zero irritation. So I mean, you're head shavers out there. I mean, yeah, I mean I would say kind of a different animal because when I did mine, it definitely felt different. You know, for like first time head shaver, when I shaved my head, it definitely felt different because we shave our face all the time, but then if you've never done your head before, so. Definitely.
Yeah, thank God I still have hair on my head, so I don't have to. Maybe one day I'll have to end up shaving my head.
Yeah.
But I
God,
think
I hope I don't
do that. It looks so hard. I'm like, God bless you, if guys can do it. That looks very, very difficult. I watched CD shaving in some of his older videos do it. I'm like, how the hell does he do that?
Like,
Yeah. And he's like so fast. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. So, Heather Zangari, man. So it's to ask you, what is your most expensive straight
that I own? Oh God. You guys are. Do you guys know who Tim Zawader is?
I don't.
Tim
Yes,
Zawader makes.
Yep.
Tim Zawader makes his own Damascus steel. He doesn't buy it from anybody else. He makes it from scratch. And he's very well known in the knife community. But I have a original Tim Zawader Damascus razor that's probably my most expensive razor. It was probably about $1,000.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. But Shave Soap paid for that.
There you go.
Yeah.
Buy more soap, people. Buy more soap.
Yeah, my hobby's carried by the
By the sales.
yeah, it's carried by my soap sales. But yeah, it's definitely probably you guys can look up Tim Zawader. Razor Ruby Undead. Yeah, Razor Ruby Undead, that's the one. That Joe just chimed in. But I have a lot of straight razors, but that's probably my most expensive razor. And I have some screechers, but nothing there's a way to probably have a Mastro Levy, which is an Italian razor maker. I'm done with razors unless I'm looking for one razor, and if that's the only razor that comes across my bench, if I ever find it.
Let me guess.
If anybody ever finds it,
Philharmonic 14?
I have a Philharmonic 14.
Oh,
I'm looking for a double duck Grim Reaper.
oh, yes.
If anybody ever finds that, please PM me. That's like my my unobtainable razor. You very, very rarely find them.
Nice.
My wife said, please don't find it because then he's going to spend money on another razor. I just heard her on the background. She's laughing.
Let me see here. So, So, I mean, here's something. It's like, so what is like the company, how has like Strike Gold Shaved evolved since 07?
Oh, it's gone. I don't know, a Palmero 14 or something. It's a good question because I never had any intention of getting into soaps. I kind of just wanted to stick with honing razors. And Jennifer grabbed me and said, why don't we do something with the partnership? And then it kind of just evolved into the animal that it is now, kind of really on its own.
Nice.
This wasn't my full-time thing. Still isn't my full-time thing. I had another career. As a lot of guys know, I just retired from the police force a year ago. And then
thank you.
I was doing all the shave soap stuff and everything prior while I was on the force. But it just kind of ballooned on its own. It just kind of developed, and the word kind of spread just like everything else in the wood shaving community, and thank the community for all the support. It's just really taken off on its own. And I really try to give back a lot to the community. That's very important to me. If you go like on a lot of lives, I've done it on Canadian, the Canadian show, you guys. I've done it, on BBS. I've done it, I think, on TRC. I always try to give back, and that's very important to me, and something I probably will continually will do over time. I always want to give back as much as I can to community. I try to do a lot of giveaways and everything else.
And we appreciate that, and we mention in every show too. It seems like the artisans like yourself that involve yourself in the community, because really it's the community that's buying the stuff, right? Like the hobbyists, we're a niche. Like wet shaving is a niche as it is, and then the hobbyists or us nerds, whatever you want to call us, we're kind of like that niche within a niche. So it seems like the artisans that target that niche really seem to do really, really well, right? Once you build those relationships up and within the community, then it's, it becomes kind of just a really symbiotic relationship, right?
I mean, let's be honest. I wouldn't still be here if it wasn't support for the small community that we have. Because outside this community, not many people get into wet shaving. And the community really is what carries us, I have to say. And that's why I always want to give back to, I guess, so to speak, my bread and butter.
Nice. Yeah.
It is important to me. And I try to, another thing that I try to, with straight razor shaving, I can't tell you how many questions and comments I get, or people asking me about honing. And that's another thing I pride myself on, that I try to help out as many people as I can in regards to honing. In regards to honing, we do a Zoom every Thursday night with Baymonte, which is Nelson, which was one of my somebody I learned from. If anybody's interested, just PM me after this. It's a small group of guys, and all we do is get together talk about honing. It's open to everybody.
Nice.
And all we do is talk about stones and honing. And Jesus of Vegans was on there. He came on there a few times. So if anybody's interested, just hit me up. It doesn't cost you anything.
Nice.
Go.
Awesome. Definitely speaking for the crowd too, and for myself and all of us. Thank you for your service out there, brother. I have a few different friends that are on the force. One still in Knoxville, Tennessee, as a sheriff, and I mean, thank you for that, for what you've done. So I have to ask a question: how many guys did you convert in your department?
You know what? I tried, but guys are going to hate me saying this, but cops are lazy. And they look for the easiest way to do things, so they not many cops got into wet shaving.
Pull up a cart.
Yeah, they're all like big disposables and shaving in the mirror at the locker room. They don't want to be bothered, So not many guys that I converted, or maybe 2 or 3 at the most. But actually, somebody that I used to work with is who got me into wet shaving. So.
Oh, there you go. And were you NYPD?
I was NYPD for 4 years, and I retired out of the Port Authority Police.
Nice.
Port Authority they own the airports. They actually own the Trade Center. 9/11, that was Port Authority property. The Trade Center. They police all the airports, the tunnels, the bridges. It's just a better quality of life police job and it's higher paying. That's why I left the NYPD.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Many moons ago.
Yeah. 9/11, that's my birthday.
Oh, God.
God.
Thanks a lot, guys. Anyways.
Oh, we got to give this away. You guys want to pick somebody to give us away to?
Yes. Let's do that.
The pack, and then somebody else had something to give away, so maybe we'll do the giveaways now before they throw us off of here.
Yeah.
We'll have you guys want to do that.
Yeah, so I want to get yours too. I know we got 2 Fearless sets now. One on behalf of Steve Mendel. Thank you, Steve. He's an amazing gentleman. And there's also a Fearless set that's given away by Jason as well.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
So, like I said, I'm wearing it right now, and oh man, it's a definite banger, guys. It is every bit and part of YSL. So yes, I love it. You're gonna love it. So for Steve Mendel's set, let me see here, 45 people we got watching. So I'm gonna say, J-Mac, pick a number, brother.
Oh, I think you know what I'm going to pick. Not your number, though. I'm going to pick Jason's number.
23.
23.
All right. Talks amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a minute.
23, huh? Is that like Michael Jordan's number? What's the symbolic of 23?
I'm not sure on that. I just know it's Jason's favorite number, so it's kind of the one he always goes with. So I always kind of pick it for him when we're doing these lives. So
yeah, I'll tell you what. Some of the collaborations that I'm looking forward to, just while he's picking a number coming up, are that Spumoni soap I'm doing with Shave Dad's going to be pretty interesting. We're working on that scent now, but I think that's going to be a pretty fun scent. I'm looking forward to doing that.
Yeah,
That's going to be something cool.
I've had Spumoni flavored ice cream here. It's so good. It's delicious.
Yeah, it's so good. And there's a place that's famous in Brooklyn called Spumoni Gardens. It's a famous pizzeria. So we're trying to replicate that Spumoni scent into our shave soap. So we'll try.
Nice. Yeah, if you can manage that, then you got it made.
Oh, you got a giveaway from Hendrix too, Angelo. Year of the Tiger.
Oh,
That was the strike. That I did that with Pete Hendricks. That was a great. We did that. That's a great scent too. I had a pleasure doing that with Pete. Yeah, Pete makes a great base. Also, Pete's got great products. Pete's a great guy. Yes, he got that now. I don't know. So he'll give away that, and I got another set to give away.
okay. Carlitos Shaves. Carlitos, you won Steve Mendel. A fearless set.
Not rigged or nothing.
Totally not
rigged.
Totally not
rigged.
No. Rigor mortis has not set in yet.
No.
So yeah, congratulations. So get a hold of Steve, Carlitos. Now we're gonna do the giveaway. Frank, let's do yours. Say we got 1 to 52. Pick a number.
Let's do 12.
Thank you.
Nice.
People at the top got to get more love. Thank you. And that would be Mr. Scott Moore.
Oh, Big Papa.
Congratulations. Please contact me after this so I can get your address.
Tremendous gentleman. Congratulations, Big Papa. All right, so we're going to do Pete's Year of the Tiger, and let me see here. Let me just double check real quick. Yeah, go ahead, Frank. 1 to 48.
Do number 3.
A las tres. Got it. Give me 1 second. That will be Hazelett Apothecary. Dean.
Nice.
I have something else to give away too that Zaharoff gave me, and I forgot all about it. But let me go grab it. We're gonna give it away.
Okay. So while he's doing that, J Mac, we're gonna do Jason's Fearless set, Soap and Splash. 1 to 47.
Let's reward the last person on the list, number 47. Let's do it.
Nice. So now it jumped to 50.
All right, let's do number 50 then. Whoever's still at the bottom of the list when you get there.
Whoever's the very last person?
Very last person.
All right, I'm going. Now I just jumped to 49. Guys, you're killing me. Enabled Shaver.
There you go.
You are totally enabled, my friend. You have a fearless set coming your way on behalf of the Razor Company.
Congrats.
1 year Tiger.
That would be Dean, Hazelett Apothecary.
There you go, Pete. Pete was asking. And then this is from George Zaharoff. We'll give this away. His citrine, great summer scent.
Oh, man.
This is a bottle of citrine, 2 fluid ounces.
Ooh.
This is from George Zaharoff, great guy, so we can give this away.
Okay, let me write that down. Wow.
So thank you, George, whoever wins it.
Yeah, because I can't reach it. It's way over there, but it's the
Gentleman's Knock did the fragrance. I think you guys have it there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I just can't reach it.
I gotta get you one of those grabber things, like with
I know.
on it. So you just reach
Well, I
out
mean,
and just grab.
it's low. It's just it's over there, and I don't want to. There's only one forehead worth for camera, and that's yours. I'm not kidding.
Is Jason there? Tell Jason to pick a number. He's not there.
Pick number 1.
Okay, he said number 1.
Number 1. Numero uno.
First one on the thing. That would be, oh, wow, this is a beautiful gent because he is on his 5th account. Shave on Gents.
Nice.
Going to Canada. Nice. Totally not rigged. Totally not rigged.
Yeah.
Congrats, Carl.
But guys, don't miss in, I think July, I spoke that we have an awesome collab coming out, Jason and I, at TRC. Don't miss that. It's going to be very good. It's going to be very special. Going back to presidential soap. But you guys will get more info about that as we get closer. Ryan, what's up? Who else? I think we did Tip Canoe was a big scent that we did that with Jason. That's like a very, very popular scent, and that was from TRC and myself that we did together. That was a great collab we did. That was a very, very popular scent.
I love this label. I love the distressed flag. I love that.
Yeah, that came out good. It's such a great scent, and I'm happy that guys enjoy it.
Oh my gosh, I know.
They still have it on. They have it on the shelf there. The guys are always asking me for it. I think Jason still has it. So guys, if you want it, I think he still has it.
Yeah, there's one right. I don't know if you have the matching splash or no.
I'll have to look.
He's got to see if it's back there. But
yeah. But we have the soap, guys. So if guys want the soap, it is there. That's a Sauvage Elixir. That's a killer scent.
Nice.
You said
nice. That is a good scent.
Enabled shaver. Oh, okay.
He said he has it respin. And Dean from Hazlitt's Apothecary wants to give away a brush.
Oh.
But confirm with them because it was in the comments.
Okay. Dean, catching up with you from Hazlitt. You said you wanted to give away a brush. You contacted. Okay. T-Rex. I know. Holding the grabbers. I know, right?
That's great.
Joe knows you, man. I tell you what about Joe. Me and him go back and forth about the 80s like nobody's business. I tell you that much.
Joe's a good man.
That's I tell you what, I have to say, though, and I hate to do it, but I know because we're focusing on you, Frank, but Via Crucis that Joe did, oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Joe's very talented.
Yes.
Bricktown Groom.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to respin for the Fearless set by TRC because Enabled Shaver has the set. So you know what I'm going to do? 14. I'm going to pick my number. Got to get it out. See?
That's the number I was going to pick if you weren't going to. I was going to. So.
And then everybody has Fearless. So Carlitos already has a set. So here, let's do it this way instead of respinning. Carlitos. Think of somebody that you want to pivot to that's in the list. Do that. Well, I'm to respin Enable Shavers set from TRC.
Yeah, why somebody was just saying. Yep. I think Jason still has some, so if guys want it, that somebody doesn't win it, and you want that set, Jason has it on the shelf there, so Fearless, it's a banger. You guys won't be disappointed.
Yeah. So I don't know if he has, but Phil, Bricktown.
Oh, nice.
Phil, do you have it? Or maybe Phil got the pack. Phil just got something from me recently. I hope it wasn't Fearless. Phil is in here something. I just sent him something. Does he have it?
So, well, no. Carlito said to give it to Phil, and I just picked Phil with 14.
Meant to be. Pick somebody else, Carlito.
Oh, take great. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that breakdown.
All right. So Phil, you're gonna get I'm gonna do it this way. So Phil, you're gonna get the one from TRC. So Carlitos, I'm making you work. So Carlitos, pick another guy or lady, wherever you think would like the set. He's on with me tomorrow, so he can give me a bunch of guff tomorrow on the live. He's on with me and J Mac and Kim Gray. Yeah. So Phil, you're gonna be getting the set from TRC. Send it right to you. So, all right. So go ahead, Carlitos. Pick somebody else to give it to in the comments.
At Bricktown Grooming, is that what he?
Yeah. He said, give it to J Mac.
What?
No, he didn't write anything, did he? Send it to J Mac.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that.
Everybody's everybody's voting J Mac.
J Mac.
I feel.
All right. Well, I will gladly accept. Thank you very much, Carlitos. Appreciate you, brother.
All right. So we'll do it that way. So the set, okay.
Yeah, so what one's a horror too, please PM me, because I have that for you. There's a horror from the pack, PM me after this. So I will get that out to you. This is so good.
J-Mac all day long. Okay, so J-Mac, you're getting the set, the Fearless set from... Well, let's do it this way, because I know we got a box going out to you anyway. So you're going to get the set from TRC, J-Mac, because there's a coming in transit being put together for you anyway. So Steve Mendel, Phil from Bricktown.
Thank you, Steve. Steve, thank you.
Yeah. So Steve Mendel, Phil from Bricktown. So Phil contacts Steve Mendel. We'll do it that way.
Perfect.
Steve's a great guy. Steve, thank you so much, brother.
Steve is the man.
Dude, I got a carved overlander as a gift from that beautiful man. You believe that?
Yeah, he's a great guy, Steve. Very, very much so.
I would believe it. Yeah, Steve is a salt of the earth fella for sure. Yeah. He's good people.
Yeah. Then Jason, oh my gosh, yeah. There's the reason why we call him Saint Jason for a reason. So we love that man. I'm telling you, I say it every time. You got to come down here and meet him. So.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
What shaving experience? What's up, my brother? Long time.
Yeah.
Actually, ask Frank my question in the question box.
Okay.
Yeah. Did Jason post something that you wanted to ask? I don't see it. Is it under the comments, Jason?
There it is. It's highlighted. What's
the
thing that you would change, if anything, if you had to start over again?
God almighty.
Don't play.
Jesus. Probably the people that I early on associated myself with in wet shaving had some wound up not being the people I thought they were, and actually that's probably what I would have changed. Yeah,
you know, I mean that's what makes us who we are.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. But there are bad eggs in every batch, and bad apples in every bunch. So yeah, I just sometimes have a hard time of picking out. I kind of always give people the benefit of doubt and try to see the good in everybody, but sometimes you can't do that. So I've gotten burnt early on. So but you live and you learn.
Yeah, that's all we can do, right? Is kind of grow and learn from that, right? And unfortunately, there's no crystal ball to be able to see that, right? So
no. Like Brandon's here. Brandon shaves. What's up, my brother?
Yeah. Yeah, Brandon's good people. Oh my gosh, the hair is gorgeous. So a brush from Dean Hazelet Apothecary. He wants to give away a brush. So Frank, go ahead. 1 to 50.
Wait, I'm gonna throw something in here. Is that brush gonna come with the knot? Where is he? But then it's gonna get real interesting. If it doesn't come with a knot, I will give away a hand-tied knot to match the brush.
Ooh.
I just need whoever wins the handle. I need the handle sent to me because the knot, I build it to the handle. It's not like a particular 26 millimeter, whatever the knot opening is what the knot gets built to. So if he's not giving us the knot, I will throw in the knot. I'm trying to see in his comments if it's coming with the knot or not. I don't. Yeah. Does anybody see it?
I know. I'm checking the question box to see. I don't see anything in. If it's handle only.
It's coming knotted. Okay, so no hand tied knot. Unless I can give away a hand tied knot, but somebody would have to have a handle. Well, how about does Jason sell handles without knots? Jason?
No, I think all of his have knots in them.
I want to somehow do a giveaway and tie it into TRC, but I don't know how we could do it.
He might. In his own stash, he would like to probably put. Just say.
I was trying to think how we could do something that's TRC related in a giveaway, but I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah. What does Jason think? Jason have any ideas?
We could do it for something in the future.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
But I don't know how we'll have to do another giveaway, I guess, in the future, unless you guys have an idea for something else.
or you know what? When you guys do the release,
Here,
Yes.
if you-
In
if you-
July?
I had this custom made for me and I never put a knot on it. It's a tansy brush.
oh, he has a tansy handle that was custom made for him.
For me.
That hasn't had a knot put in yet.
Oh, that's beautiful. All right, Jason. It's done.
Okay, what size is this?
26.
It's a 26.
Yeah, you just got to send that handle to me.
There you go.
There you go.
Very good.
All right, so to be continued on that one, guys. So stay tuned.
Yes. Anybody have any other questions for me before we're gonna get thrown also, right?
I had the.
We still have to draw for that brush, so
Oh,
from
we gotta
drop.
Wait, that Hazel pocket brush.
Yeah. So JMac 1 to 50.
Number 5.
Nice. Thank you, sir.
Take it easy on you.
Yeah, thank you. Because I am pretty full. The Deacon Shave.
Nice. Congrats, Eugene.
Eugene.
Oh, Eugene, another salt of the earth guy.
That's a good man right there.
Another guy
Sir.
not too far. He used to live not too far from me.
So, Eugene, contact Dean at Hazelett Apothecary for your winnings, sir. And then there's a $20 gift card to the Razor Company on behalf of one of our beautiful winners, Shave On Gents, Carlos. $20 gift card to the Razor Company. I will pick that one to 48, and I will torture myself and say 40. And there's a reason behind that.
I wonder what that reason is. I wonder.
Oh my gosh, I had to do this.
Did it to yourself, Bub.
I know. All right. Oh my God. That's all right.
Number 40, big number 40.
Javier, not Rick. Javier _ MX12.
Nice.
Somebody said 40 inches is your height in inches. That's why you picked number 40.
Ouch.
That was a comment. Wasn't my comment.
Ouch. Savage.
Oh, that's all right. I know it's all in good love. You're about 20 inches shy. No lie there. So Javier, contact Carlos Shave On Gents for your $20 gift card to the Razor Company, and we would not be mad if you used it for Strike Gold shave gear.
That's right.
One almost a phone book. Oh God, guys are beating you up.
Brandon Shaves. Frankie is an absolutely incredible person in the community. His honing work may be even better. Please do business with this guy. An absolute class act.
Thank you, Brandon. Much appreciated. Much love there, bro. Thank you.
That's
Me
right.
from Mexico.
All right.
Wow. Mexico. Interesting.
So, enabled shaver. This is a quick question, baby. Favorite toppings on a pizza, and does pineapple belong on pizza?
No. Anybody else? What do you guys think?
Oh, well, I'm Canadian, so I mean I'm kind of biased on that, right? Because it was invented here. I like it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I like it. But I know you're a New York City boy, and I know the sauce, cheese, pepperoni. I get it.
Yeah, I'm more traditional, so I'm gonna say no on the pineapple, but I'm more of a traditional pizza guy. But I can understand why people like it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
I mean, if I lived in New York City, I'd be a traditional guy 100%. I mean, I remember when I used to truck for a living. I used to have a pizza place in Brooklyn. I don't remember the name of it now, but I used to go to it all the time. And, so good. It was just so good. So different.
Yeah, it's a hard no. We can't put pineapple on pizza, though. I agree. Just because it's like we have such good traditional pizza in New York that you can't do pineapple here. It'd kill the whole pizza.
It would, yeah.
Yeah, I have to, mainly because I'm allergic, so I have no choice. So Jason,
Oh
this
my
one,
God, Vaccaro. Who was that? Eugene? Yes, Vaccaro. Yeah, Little Neck Parkway, Deacon. Yes, Little Neck and Jericho Turnpike. I know it.
what is your best advice for new aspiring entrepreneurs?
Ooh, it's a good question.
Just don't give up. Don't give up on your dream. Keep going. Do not give up. Even if things don't work out in the beginning, just keep going. Keep going as much as you can, as much as you financially can afford. If you have a dream, do not give up on it. In the early stages, I wasn't selling anything and was going to get out of it. And you just have to keep going and keep trying and get involved and do everything you can do in your power not to fail. And then if you fail, you did everything you could do. And that's what I say.
Great advice. Great advice.
Wait a second.
Nice.
I didn't see rats in, yeah. Even the rats in the New York City subway tunnels turn their noses at pineapple on pizza, Joe said. You know the funny thing is about the rats in New York, you actually see them run down the streets with slices of pizza out of the garbage bags in the alleys. That's a true story. It's like rats the size of cats here. It's a true story.
Well, because they're eating all that pizza.
Yeah.
Well fed.
I could
Yes.
probably put a saddle on them and ride them home. What is your long-term vision for Strike Gold Shave?
That's it. I have no idea really where this is going. I'll be honest. I'll tell you what's going on now. What we are doing now is we've kind of branched away from our own company. We're now making shave soaps for other companies. We started they're big time fragrance companies, and we've been making their products now. We've gone into not for Strike Gold Shave in general, but we've done body washes now. We've got into pomades. Not for my line, but for other companies' lines. So in the future, I'd like to see that side of the company grow. We got involved with Sahara. We did his whole tobacco line. We're in the process of talks right now with another company that I can't mention yet, but I will. That we're going to be doing their whole body line. It'll be their bar soap, their body wash, their pomades, their shave soaps, their aftershaves. So we've been doing a lot of that now. Stuff that you see on the shelves that are in some supermarkets and pharmacies have reached out to us to do products for them. So whether or not it goes anywhere, I don't know. And really how we got recognized was from the presidential team. And that's how people really kind of picked up on us. But I don't know where it's going. We just kind of dipped our toes in the water a little bit and just started with talks. If it happens, it happens. I don't know. But that's what I would like to do.
Nice.
Excellent.
I think this market is still flooded, and it's only going to continue to stay flooded. So I'm kind of trying to branch out a little bit into other things.
Yeah. Sully, and I know this is also, yes, definitely one of our good questions here. Upcoming release. I know you've talked about the one you got coming up with Jason in July. Any other ones you can speak on at all you got going on?
I have two coming out with Shave Dot. One with Black Mountain. And that's it in regards to collab soaps right now. I'd like to do another one with First Line. We did Washington, which Jason has on the shelf there, I believe. I'd like to do another one with First Line. But that's all the collabs we have coming up this summer. The two with Shave Dad, the one with Black Mountain, and the one with Jason. And I think that's all we're going to do this summer. I don't even think I'm going to release a soap myself. It'll be my next presidential soap's probably only going to be available from it's going to be just a strictly Jason soap. I'm not even going to sell it. So that next soap will be the presidential soap. Will just be with Jason.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
People are commenting J-Mac's hair is on point. Well done, sir.
Yeah, I put some effort in tonight.
See from fellow Canadian Carlos.
Oh, thank you, Carlos.
And then Art Shaves asks, Frank, Gray's papaya or Famous Ray's?
Oh, it's a good question. There's only one great papaya left, and it's in New York City. The one that was in Queens is gone. What about Swamp Fox? Swamp Fox is going to come back. I'm going to go with Great Papaya on that one. Swamp Fox is coming back. I'm just trying to locate the oil from France, but it will be back.
What was that was
somebody,
before?
somebody was just asking about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great Papaya, people don't know. It's kind of a famous hot dog place in New York City.
Oh.
But
Get great.
there's only one left.
So what is Swamp Fox? What I keep hearing about this one? Because like I said, still.
That's Gucci Envy. That was a discontinued scent by Gucci. Phenomenal. But nobody has it left. I think everybody sold out of it.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I will bring it back. I think Jason had it. That's Jason. He's there. Jason had it, I think. Swamp Fox. Yeah. Jason had it, I think. Did he? Or was it before?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's on the shelf there, but all the retails had it. I think all the retails are sold out of it. The best Gucci ever. White Castle. No, not a fan of White Castle for people that don't White Castle.
So this is a good question. I like this one. I know. Sorry, J Mac. I'm throwing a bunch. I'm getting them from the question. Daily shaver, and what is your routine?
And really, any straight. I'm do 3 passes. I do soak my brushes before I use them. I'm a bowl lather, and it's 95% of the time it's a straight razor.
Bowl lather.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went back to the bowl lathering dark side. I was face latherer for years. And I was like, bowls are for cereal. And then I realized, it's like, man, I think I'm getting brush burn. And I got some really nice brushes, like some nice soft brushes, like just perfect. But I'm still getting brush burn because my skin is stupid. So I went back to bowl lathering, and I was like, okay, yeah, all right, fine, I give in. Bowl lathering is pretty good. So,
I like it because you can control the amount of water that you put in. You can actually see what you're doing.
It's true too.
Yeah.
So I think that's a major reason why I bowl lather. I've tried all different ways, and that seems to be the way that I've just become accustomed to doing. I've done scuttles too. Joe's talking about scuttle. I just wish somebody would come out with a smaller scuttle, like something that you can hold in your hand. Yeah, they're so big.
I'm the opposite. I'm a scuttle guy. I've always used a scuttle. I finally got the PAA Crown King because I needed a bigger one. Because
you like the big
I don't see too good, and I'm clumsy, and I got these big gorilla hands. So trying to use the original scuttle, just lather everywhere, was like, man, this. I mean, I'll do it, but it's not as fun. But now I got the big ass skull. It's like, oh yeah, now I'm in my element.
I used to scuttle lather for many years, but just took up too much room on my counter. So now I'm using. I'm a big fan of whose bowl is it? Hendrix. He's got that aluminum bowl. It just light, fits in my hand. I can even lather in a Tupperware bowl. It doesn't matter to me. I just like I like the bowl lather. That's my thing. That's my thing lately.
Scoop and bowl lather. Both my daughters, they bowl lather. Crystal is a hybrid. She'll do either or she'll like leg lather in the shower, or she'll do a bowl lather. It really depends. I think it's more of a time thing. So, but believe it or not, the lady has a lot more stuff than I do. So she is a true to life wet shaver, my friend.
Which bowl do you guys enjoy using? That's what I want to know.
For me, it's the Crown King Dreamscape, or not the PAA Dreamscape scuttle, that big ass blue one. That's my jam.
Angela, what about you? What's your go-to now? Like if you're gonna bowl lather?
My AKA Brushworks Angelo glow in the dark bowl.
Yeah.
And because I'm the opposite, I have these little hobbit hands, so it fits perfectly in my hands, and I can just whip it up, and it fits perfect. Gardner knew what he was doing when he made that brush and bowl set for me, because it fits perfectly in my little hands.
That's what I like. I like something that fits in my hands.
Yeah.
That I can hold and lather. Captain's Choice. I think that's why a lot of people like that Captain's Choice bowl, because it's small.
Yeah. But that again, it goes back to, something that I've heard, and I'm Frank, like I said, this is stuff that I just definitely
Yeah.
started to learn. Guys, you and J Mac and everybody, been in this game a lot longer than me, but it's a good shave. You can either be a multi-millionaire or you can be living paycheck to paycheck, but you can always be able to obtain a good shave and make you feel like you're $1,000,000. I mean, if it's a stick of Arco and a Wishi, and some cheap blades, but you can be right there and have a good shave. Or you can use top of the line everything, but it's just kind of like it evens the play field, where in this community, if we're somebody that's well off or barely scraping by, this is kind of an equalizer. We can all enjoy a great shave and a great community.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah. It's therapeutic, like somebody said. You're taking time out of your day for yourself, where you can, you're relaxing. To me, shaving's relaxing now. It used to become a chore. Now I enjoy it, and it's that 35 minutes out of the day that I take for myself to take care of myself, and it's unbelievable. And then to get aromatherapy involved with the sensitive soaps, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah, definitely that Zen time. Like, Big Papa, definitely.
Yeah, we're all on the same page. I wish more people would take time out of their day and just realize how enjoyable wet shaving is, and how a lot of people, so many people now are go. It's a rat race, and you can't continually to do that. You have to sometimes take a step back and give some time for yourself.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why a lot of people like cigar smoking. They kind of take themselves out of the real world and they bury themselves in a corner somewhere and they smoke a cigar. So like my cigar smoking is my wet shaving.
Yeah. And you can get soaps that smell like cigar.
Yeah. Yes.
You can.
You can.
I have quite a few of them. Tobacco is one of my favorite scent profiles. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. All right, so let me catch up real quick because I don't want to keep you too long, Frank. Jason asked, so when you do your routine, are you morning shave or evening shaver?
Evening.
And do you do it post shower?
I do a shower before.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm mid-afternoon. My wife leaves for work around 2, so I usually shave right around 2, right after she leaves. We only have one bathroom here, so that way I'm not in her way, she's not in mine. So it's kind of generally when I grab a shave, and then especially with a lot of my aftershaves that have a lot of legs, and that way you guarantee it stays on into the evening too.
Nice. Yeah, definitely. I'm either or depending on the day and depending on what I'm doing.
Yeah, because you shave 3 times a day sometimes. So
yes, I have shaved twice a day. I've been known to do that. I did it recently, by the way.
Wow.
Yes, you did.
Morning and
Angelo is 100% dedicated to his craft. If there's a live and it involves shaving, doesn't matter if he shaved 3 hours before, he will be on that live and he will be shaving. So
that's good. He enjoys it. It's taking care of himself.
That's right.
I love it.
My Zen mode. But I love it mainly also because of everybody, man, because of the community. I tell you that much.
Yeah, well, same here.
Are you still offering candles to match shave soaps?
Only with Uncle Jumbo.
Only with this one?
Yep. And I don't have much left of that. I stopped doing that because the gentleman that made my candles is no longer doing it.
Oh.
So I kind of got out of candles. Yeah.
Okay.
Angela, was I talking to you about peach shaving soaps? Somebody posted something about peach scented shaving soaps.
No.
With Tim's Greek Peach?
Yeah. It wasn't me, but I will say that Crystal, my wife, is an absolute fan of peach. So
you have to tell her if she ever comes across it, Tim's Greek Peach. He stopped making soaps years ago, but probably the best peach soap that was ever made. Scented, scent-wise.
What's it called?
Tim's Naturals.
Yeah. And Mike's Naturals, yeah.
Or no, Mike's Naturals. Oh, yeah, no, I think it's someone else, yeah. There's been so many that have come and gone.
Yeah. Okay. He said Tim's?
Yeah. And Tim's Greek Peach, if you ever find it. It was one of the original Greek yogurt mixed into the soap like Peter does and a lot of other people do. Yeah, Tim's Greek Peach.
I have to check it out. Yeah, because she loves a good gourmand, and yeah, I have to check that out. Try to find that one. And so, enabled shaver. This is a good one. The favorite war hero, and would you create a soap set inspired by them?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, there's a Navy SEAL from Long Island called Michael Murphy, who died. If I don't know what he's a pretty familiar name.
Operation Red Wing.
Yeah, I would do a shave soap after him and give the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds towards some Navy SEAL type of benefit. I don't know any of the Navy SEAL ones, but it would definitely be Michael Murphy. It wouldn't be like a past. He's definitely a war hero, definitely an American hero. And I want to go back to the fact that, guys, just remember why we're celebrating Memorial Day this weekend, just for everybody that paid the ultimate sacrifice when you're with your family and barbecuing, and just remember all those people that can't be with their families this weekend. So
yes,
100%. And if people don't know in the comments, I'm a military buff, so Lieutenant Mike Murphy, that was the SEAL team that the movie Lone Survivor is based on. If you guys didn't know that, so.
And he's from Long Island, from where I'm from, not too far.
Yeah, wow, that sounds like a plan, man. That
Great idea. Yeah.
Oh man. All right. I think we're kind of caught up on everything, man.
Excellent.
Naval Shaver asked me a question. Oh wow, I got a question. Naval Shaver, if I shave twice a day, do I use the same soap set? No.
He's a true degenerate.
No, I'm going to use something different. And I don't care if it clashes with whatever I got on from the morning. I'm just going to do it. So
just going to send
it. Full send downrange, man. If it's an aquatic that I had, I'm going to use probably something completely different, like a leather something, tobacco or whatever, or a cologne dupe. I'm just crazy like that. So I'm going to use something completely different if I shave. If I'm shaving twice a day, I'm going to make it worth it. So
nice.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's in the DNA. I can do it. I have done it.
It's all the machismo, tres flores.
All the tres flores that's in my blood.
Right.
All right. So Carlos says that he needs a Kennedy splash.
God, that's another unobtainable.
Yeah. I have to do some research for you, Carlos. And I think that's everybody we got. Okay, J Mac, do you have anything else?
No, I'm good. But I will say to everybody, thanks for tuning in right to the end. We appreciate each and every one of you coming every Friday night to get to know these great artisans. Frank, thank you so much for coming on with us tonight, brother. You know these are invaluable to get to know what makes the artisans tick, and get you out there to the broader community that maybe don't know about you. So thanks so much for your time tonight, brother. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys for having me. I had a lot of fun. I appreciate it again. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, this definitely was we love doing these, and Frank, it's definitely been awesome getting to know you more. Like I said, I'm still learning all these, and doing these definitely does help. Especially for the new people that are out there to be able to put a face behind the products.
Yeah.
And I will have to say that, thank you. And it definitely was a pleasure. And I mean, next week, we have another one of these coming on, same time, 7:30 Eastern. And I always extend it out to everybody. 9 a.m. Saturday mornings, we have a Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Eastern live shave. Right here. So always looking for takers, people that want to get on. So
that's right. Newbies especially. If you I'll back up on that. If you've never been on camera and you're kind of thinking about being on camera doing a live shave, your Saturday morning TRC live is the best way to do it. Because you don't have to be on there alone. Awkward silence. You can just come on there and just do shave. Everybody else some talk, and it's a great way to get yourself out there. So
yeah, you're amongst great people, just all
Yeah.
supportive and be always willing to help. So
Tell Frank you should come on.
Frank, you should come on
When you guys do it on Sundays?
Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time.
Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely let you guys know.
Yeah, just contact me because I usually run the roster for that. So
Sounds fun.
definitely let me know. Like tomorrow we got J Mac, Carlitos Shaves, and the amazing Kim Gray is going to be on as
Awesome.
well.
Good group of people.
Yes.
it's gonna be a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, definitely, man. Get a hold of me whenever you want to get on. I'll schedule you in.
All right, sounds like a plan. And thank you again for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Frank.
Yeah. Thank you,
All right, guys. Be
buddy.
well.
Have a great weekend and be safe out there. And definitely, like Frank said, support. Send the love out there for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
thanks
All right,
again,
guys.
Frank, for all you do.
Take care.
All right, see you.
Bye.